Hey, the Batman McBee coming at you here. Just a discussion, just a little talk about some camera shots, some opinions, some piano chords. Ooh. Let's get started. Hey, you want to know how to make your. Oh my gosh, my voice. You want to know how to make your videos look fly and fly dipping? Well, I'm just gonna not gonna this isn't a tutorial, I'm just talking. You gotta know what kind of shots you want to be using in your animations, cause the side shot, the classic that you're seeing all the time wise, it's getting a little overdone. It's getting a little used up. Go to the portal, the front page, let's see what we got. See what the first featured is. I mean, who knows? I don't. We're about to find out together. One big find oution ministry. Shadow Rose. Nice. Loving the zoom. Flip dippity. Alright, I am. Found you. Get ready to. There is no place. Russ. A tie and. Since. Okay, here we go. Time for the action. Let's see what we're looking at here. Ooh. Paper beats rock. Oh man. And then we're back. Still back to the side. Got a VCam motion. That's pretty sweet. You got some background depth. It's pretty good looking. And here we are, just right here on the side. So this is great. This is, I mean, it's good that you're seeing some angles in there. You know, I love it. But then when you come to the point where anything is happening, it's all from the side. Here we are back again, the same. Okay, I've made my point. Camera shots. Getting creative with where you're watching stuff from. Let's talk about things you can do in your Flash document. So you have a frame. It's this big. And you can put it anywhere in your scene. You can spin your camera around, tilt it up and down. You know, you can move it. Pedestal it straight up. You can pan it left and right, or truck it left and right. You can dolly it back and forth if you want. You can zoom in on stuff. Just do a punch zoom. I mean, let's just talk about what it all does. What does it do for the animation? Hold on, looking for my tablet pen, and I found it. So you got you got your turns, you got your moves, and then you got your zooms. Alrighty. Now what this is changing. Ooh, let's line it up like a list, like the old FlashBepler would. I guess the constant FlashBepler, since I'm doing it now. What does this guy do? Oh, this will increase your focal length. Focal. This one, okay, it's gonna increase your scene knowledge. That stuff. It's gonna give you a sense of depth and awareness, and this one is gonna give a subjective knowledge. Subject, right? Because what do we do with our eyes? We look around. What do we do with our bodies? We move around. What do we do when we move the front piece of glass away from the back one? Increase that focal length. Starting from the top. Why would you ever want to do a tilt or a pan or anything like that? Seinfeld opening. I wonder. Look at that. This is probably not actually what I want. All right, you know what? Scratch that. I was thinking of tilting down from the sky to a building. as an establishing shot to show that you're like in a city, but it's a clear day outside. You might tilt around. Say you're doing maybe like a security camera footage shot. You know, it's where you limit the motion, but you allow for rotation. Moving the camera. Oh, this is big. This is when you want to let your audience know where everything is in relation to where they're looking at it from. Give them an understanding of what the heck is going on in the world you're trying to present to them. Let me load up a little chains beans. Get some this going on. Okay, where do I do some of this? Well, in the beginning for sure, but that's not the example I probably want to use. This shot lets you know how far away the mountains are, right here. This lets you get an idea of the world he's in. You know, if you just saw this as a picture, you wouldn't fully understand it. But when you move the camera down, like it is ever so slowly, you see the mountains are barely moving. You're like, whoa, those are far away. They're not super close little mountains. They're far away big mountains. Let's talk right in this shot here. Ready? And whew, got a big open expanse. Those rocky mountains in the distance were so far away. Here, you got the horizon moving slow, but the foreground elements, like the people flying by the screen so fast, you know, give a sense of depth. Bam. Let's talk about zooming. When do you zoom the camera in? Well, I think, for me personally, the most effective use for a zoom is to give the scene some realism, to make it look like there was actually a person there filming it. I mean, I just can't see any other reason for it. They did it in Avatar, the movie, not the series. James Cameron zoomed that camera in when there was like a forest scene, when the big tree was in distress, and I was like, whoa, it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that zoom in. It made it seem like someone was like in a helicopter there zooming on the scene, but it was all CG. Excellent. In my Q demo, check out. I can't show you without skipping to it. Oh my gosh, what is it? Okay, it's right here. Well, actually, it's not. It's right here. So let me just get rid of everything up until this point. My name is FlashBepler. I'm selecting frames. Doing it. Selecting them fast or slow. Basically the speed at which you can select frames. Ready? Check out this shot. So I wanted the camera to feel like a person was there watching it in slow motion and looking at what they would look at. See that? Like there's a little bit of shake and then there's a zoom. Why in the world would the camera zoom for any other reason than to get a better look at this guy? There is no reason. People use camera zooms all the time, like to show that you're trying to get more information about the scene, you know, to punch your crop in to get a better resolution. Check out this cutscene from Halo 2. Ready? So our main character is going to be the guy that's over here. Zoom in on him. See how the focus even rolls? It was like a fake focus roll. When you zoom in with cameras, usually the focus isn't on because it gets distorted when you move the glass apart. And then watch here. Who's the focal point right now? That guy. Zoom in on him. Zoom in on the main character. See that? It's like, tell your eyes what they need to be doing. The Office is excellent at this. Check out this. They do it all the time. Right here. So Dwight's gonna sit down, but we don't like. It's so subtle. It's so innocent to zoom in. They do it a lot on Parks and Rec as well. he's gonna fall. And so to tell the story, to move the story along, they zoom in on his face. Like, what are you feeling right now, Dwight? Here we go. Do a little sit down. Oh wait, it takes forever. There, it was, jeez, I skipped at the exact wrong moment. Here we go. Zoom in. Sometimes you can tell your story just with the camera movements. Like, imagine an awkward person standing there with the ability to zoom in and out at will. And they're like, I want to see more of this dude. Let's just get some of that. So you can use your zooming to maybe give a sense of personality to the shot. Throw in a human element. Because a camera that's just straight up tracking, like a CG camera, it has no camera shake and it has no selective zooming. So maybe throw a little bit of it in there to give some personality. Okay, let's talk about focal lengths, not when they're changing, but just when they are different. So you can either have a wide, medium, or a close-up, or a long, whatever. I'm talking about going from wide angle to telephoto. Telephoto, like telescopes, as in you're zoomed way in, like you're looking through binoculars. Okay, when do you want to use these different types of shots? Here, let's look at The Amazing Spider-Man. Just the regular Spider-Man by Sam Raimi. Number 2, this sequence of shots. Okay, right here, oh my god, my voice. Peter Parker is climbing up a building. Okay, here's his sweet little eyes. Tobey Maguire, deep inside there. He didn't do this stunt. This is CG. But look at that. Okay. What does it do to your scene when you zoom in? It compresses distances. It makes far away things really big. So you see it probably in like pictures of the moon and in the distance. Just check this out. So right now, this thing is really far away, and this one is really close to the camera, because you can see it's bigger, but you're only used to that because that's the world we live in. But if you go really far away, and then you take your camera and you zoom it in, you do a little zoom like this, suddenly they're like similar sizes. And if you just keep replicating the effect, like moving it way out here, and then doing it and zooming it to like 800, well, first of all, it's hidden behind it. Oh, no, it's not. It's just really far away. Check that out. They're getting to be the same size. Well, I just messed it up, but you saw it. That's how people get shots like this. Not this, obviously this. But I mean, shots like this. Like this could be a real photograph. It's not a camera trick. And the same way you get stuff like this. Obviously, trees relatively are bigger than the moon, but if you get really far away from the trees and zoom in, you start to compress these distances. And so when you want to make someone seem important or dramatic, you collapse their world in with your focal length. Like right here. See how the street is suddenly way like smashing into the back of his head, where before it wasn't? Like right here. Okay, and then it zooms, and then it's bigger. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, you got wide angle shots, and often you can slap back and forth between super zoomed and super wide to give like franticness to the scene. Check this out. He's fighting between this Dr. Octopus and trying to save Aunt May, and he can't quite balance which one needs more attention. So they punch back in with this shot. Ready? Here we go. Oh my gosh. So cool. It's almost like the camera was falling with them over the edge of a building. In slow motion, mind you. And there was this like little jump moment right before it started, where it was on both of their faces. Right here. See that? You fly in for a close-up, give it a little dramatic punch, and then just take a step back. Realize what's actually going on here. So cool. I did it in Jeans Beans, right when he was about to get shot. So there was like this thing where you get this close-up of his face. Really feel what's going on with him. Slam, you're looking at him, and then all of a sudden, you're just gonna totally jar everything and cut to the wide.
Screw it!
Right there. Like, see what's really going on. Cutting to the wide is excellent. It can be comedic. You can use it to give like weight to the character's situation. You know? I think Hyun did it in that thing that he did where one versus many. It was like a... Never mind. I don't have that example ready. Alright, okay. Done with explaining those. Let's just take a second to assess the moving camera. Why would you ever want to move your camera instead of not move it? Check out Phil. Okay, Philip's lacking lolly. He's here. What's Tarek thinking? What's Tarek feeling right now? Okay, we know that he's in a fit because Ezreal is in a pickle. He's getting like his neck choked. Okay, what's gonna happen? We see him running. He's looking at something, but the audience can't be positive what it is yet. We all think we know. So what does Phil do? He shows us with a huge moving panning shot. Okay, he's like, this is what's going on, and the voice acting piled on to the shot. Just
No, Ezreal!
God, that shot is too good. Chills every time. Chills. You can use it to show what a character is looking at. Man, you can use it to focus on something. Watch what Pluto does here. There's a sword, right? So when you have someone swinging a sword, you pretty much just like show it from wide away. But you don't have to, okay? Maybe punch in. Slam your shot closer up to the sword. Like put the blade in the center of the frame and let everything else fall to the wayside. Watch what Pluto does. You see that? What a brilliant way to look at swords in a new light. This character probably isn't moving that fast, but like you can build up this extreme distorted drama about it just by putting it really, really close to the lens. Beowulf, the animated movie, has a lot of great examples of that. See how like the camera goes so many places. Right now it's like level with them, but just in a second it's going to be above them. See, now it's like on top of them. You can tell by the way he drew his body. Now the feet are below, and he slices right through the top of the head, down the center of his body, and then right here. I mean, like, this is shot on a crazy wide lens, and you can just tell what he's trying to get you to focus on every single time. Other instances, you can make the audience focus on, you know, where they're standing. Like, look at what Sunny Go does in this shot. You're combining a handheld camera motion with an orbiting camera. That's movement and rotation at the same time. You know, you got your hero here, and he's fighting the war machine. The tables are turning in this shot. The tables are literally turning in the favor of the person who's doing better in the battle. And Sunny Go was turning the camera in that moment. You don't have to go crazy big. You don't have to take it to an obscene level. I looked at this Summoner Showdown. Never once, except for right here in the beginning, is there a shot that I don't think a lot of people could do with relative ease. So when Timo's walking up, right there, that's the only occasion when Phil, or if you don't know, Turquoise, spins his camera. Every other time, it's just an interesting shot that has horizontal movement. Not even with panning some of the time. Like, right here, you just get your background ready, you get it drawn, and then you throw the VCam around within the inside of it. And you move your characters depth-wise towards and away from the lens. Right there, get a little foreshortening going on. Like, see how he's winding up, and then the fist just gets punched right into the lens. You can use some foreshortening methods. Watch in this storyboard I did a long time ago. So there's this part where this dude is trying to fight this dude, and so like this is one big shot. He shoots the thing in slow motion, the bullet comes, the camera watches with the bullet, and then it's now made a full 180, so he's gonna jump over it, and you just throw it right at the camera. He's got a fist. What's he gonna do with it? Right at the lens, man. Like, you can just bunch everything up against the front of the screen. Give your audience something to focus on. Oh, if I can find it. I did a speed battle ages back. Bepler looking for files. Catching, throwing. Okay, what's he gonna do? He's gonna grab a baseball off the ground and then throw it, and the camera's just on the baseball. Like the bullet shots from Wanted. What's this one? No, that's not a good example. Okay, I'm calling it quits on using on the fly examples, but that's all I really wanted to say. Just put your stuff near to the lens, and you will have a good time. You'll have good feelings in your sweet, sweet heart. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna give some tutorials coming up on how to do shots like this, how to conceptualize them, you know, how to get to a point where you're comfortable with animating something where you're throwing it right at the lens, just right at it. Talk about something like this.
Give me back what... Just give me back what's mine. Just bring my coin.
Thanks for watching.